Is it? Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Let me just an instant. There we go. Okay. I found a new game. I hope the audio is alright. Yeah. Let's see. Strange horticulture. I remember that it's something about plants. Of course, horticulture. Maybe like powders and stuff and potions. Maybe. I'm not sure if it's with potions, but yeah. Let's just go for it. New game. Okay, reading, of course. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares. But it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There is much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Okay, so it's like Stardew Valley, but my uncle died and not my grandfather. Alright, this game features some small text. If you're having difficulty reading, you can hold shift to zoom in. Okay, it's good to know. So day 1, Friday. I found it. An excerpt on the elusive wandering. We'll come to the library in Ambleside and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that might be of interest, Simone. P.S. Give Hellbore a good scratch behind the ear from me. Okay. So the Strange Book of Plants. Oh my god, I am already completely overwhelmed. Alright, this encyclopedia can be used as a reference to help identify plants. Note that where I have included sketches, these are not always intended as an aid to identification. Often the description will be more useful to you. Remember to take extra care when dealing with poisonous plants. I accept no responsibility should injury or death occur as a result of misuse of this encyclopedia. Alright, and then, oh my god, it has like all of the plants, probably not all of them. Let's close this up again. So, alright, I have another letter. Dangerous plant. Grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Blackbarrow. Keep it secret. Okay. A dangerous plant. This is a puzzle game. I didn't think it was a puzzle game. Will to explore. Wait, do I go to the play? Okay. Labels? guess I can use those. What is this? Okay. Closer inspection. Drag plant here to take a closer look at it. Purple flowers have a light buttery scent. Okay. Rising dread. I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Okay, so this is not supposed to fill up. That's good to know. Hello, little kitty. Very cute. Alright, I'll put the stuff back. Whatever this is, I don't know. Oh, found something. Here. I can water my plants. That's also good. So this is my greenhouse. This is my desk. Victoria Gray. I must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your day surrounded by plants. I came here because I have an unusual request. At night I hear whispered voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me, but nobody lives up there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has got the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. St. John's Poppy, okay. Let me get my book so I give you the right thing. There we go. The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. A bright red with a yellow center. I guess it's this one. Right? Flowers are red with a sweet scent. Plant identified, St. John's Poppy. Book entry. Wait. Do I have a new plant now? There we go. According to legend, Clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. Okay, so I press this to get new clients. Nothing here. E4, okay. Oh, okay, so I go... My will to explore has to go up. You have never time nor the inclination. You can water your plants using the water can to earn the will to explore. Okay. Interesting. So watering my plants gives me will to explore. Interesting. Okay, it doesn't seem so complicated. So do I it was E something that I explored. E4 I think. Okay, but it doesn't mark it down. It doesn't mark down what I've explored. What is this? Let me use this on the map, maybe? Can I can. I don't think it helps me though. Let's go to Egremont Castle. The crumbling ruins of Egremont Castle perch atop the hillside overlooking the village below. As I wander through the walled remnants, I'm reminded of the legend of the Egremont horn that once hung proudly above the castle gateway. Although long since lost, it is said that the mystical horn, when blown by a rightful heir, has the power to restore the castle to its former glory. Alright. A magic castle. Kind of. Now what does this say? In the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. That's where we're gonna explore next, but first let's get a new client. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. Good for the plants though, eh? Got a letter for you. Okay, thank you. Gosforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Apparently I know this person. Well. Library in Ambleside. That's also something. Okay, let's go to Ambleside. There. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone the librarian is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. Okay. The gilded dendra and the wandering bew. Not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to dendra miasma, a sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaf of the plant can be painful. Okay. No, wait, I forgot. Okay. Clues. You know what? I'll put stuff with. No, I can't. Okay. Because now I know that. All right, it has a. Check. Well, okay, very good. Where was it? Wandering bew. So called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. They are also quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname Fingersbane. Okay. I still don't know what this game is about, but... Hey! Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. Oh, there's witches. They're not letting anyone through. And I had to take the long way round, down through Blackbarrow. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now and I've brought Fennet from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Backbarrow. Okay. Can I... No, anyway. Cover lemon dandy. Let's see. Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to peeled lemon rind. Among several medicinal uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is mostly associated with curing affections of the heart. So it's yellow, I guess. Yellow. This is the only yellow plant I have. The leaves are coarse to the touch. The smell is faintly off-putting but not overpowering. It smells of nothing I can detect. Do I even have lemon dandy? I don't think so. Blue flowers, light airy scent. I know that the pictures can be misleading, but I do think curled leaves. Let me a bright flower. Northeast corner of the wood. Where is he? He? Amos. Amos is a male name, right? I think so. Gosforth. Woods to the south of the town. Northeast corner of the woods. South, northeast. South, and then northeast. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature away from the stench and clamor of Armenia. It is not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. That is not right, though. What is this? It's a dangerous plant. Can I put these in there? Oh yeah, I can put the ones that are done in the archive. That's good. That's good to know. Oh wait, what was the one that I gave? So I can just label them. Was the poppy, right? Yeah, St. John's poppy. There's St. John's poppy. Okay. Maybe if I identify other flowers, I can identify the lemon dandy, bishop's parasol. A mushroom found in dark, damp places. Feeding on any light that gets close to it, it can seem to draw light and envelop in its surroundings in darkness. Milky fluid. shaped leaves. Nope, okay. Spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities. Grants great strength for short periods at the expense of sanity. Spongy. Not as spongy, okay. Well, this plant has a powerful soporific effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping draughts. Beautiful, rounded dark blue crystal made of many smaller flowers. Pungent, strong smelling. Beautiful, rounded. Okay. Where did I put it? Forest. Camphor item. Yep. Okay. Okay, let's get the other plant. Grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. Backbarrow. There in the hills. Northeast. Weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as a grey morning has turned into bright sunshine. A good thing too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over, a cloak of unwelcome shade. There we go, and this is dangerous. Okay. Offering a fax button is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. Thick, shiny leaves. This one does have thick, shiny leaves. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. Okay, that's not it. Small leaves, delicate flowers. No. Come on, thick and shiny. Smells of nothing I can detect. I don't know, the leaves look like it, but in the beginning it says that the illustrations might not be accurate. So, a candy root, a plant with medicinal properties that can aid with digestive troubles when prepared correctly. Only the petals are safe for consumption. But there I only have the image. Look at this one. It's so coarse to the touch. Candy root. Okay, but it wasn't lemon dandy. I must be better prepared next time. And I'm looking for a plant with curled leaves. I guess it's that one then. Alright, lemon dandy. Collect. A new plant acquired. Right, let me quickly label it. Lemon dandy. Okay. I don't know how many hints I get. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roaring head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of an expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing. But not the joyous laughter of a child, a sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. What is this? Faye Swift. Faye grew up with her mother. Her father was rarely violent, but once is enough. When he struck her, it finally broke the hold he had of her mother, and she fled in the night, and the sleeping Faye held close. Faye often has vivid dreams, but has never considered that other people do not. Alright, so some people get bios, okay. Something for sleep. There, forest campfire. There, that is what you need. Butterdale. Often found in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. Oh, wait. Didn't I have a plant with a buttery scent? Sweet. No, I had buttery. They are purple flowers, have a light buttery scent. What was it again? Butterdale. There, the leaves look the same as well. Dark green leaves. The flowers smell buttery. Butterdale. Very good. So these purple ones are Butterdale. I can also change the color. I might do that later to like put them in different categories, like I don't know, dangerous, poisonous, whatever. But right now I don't think I have enough. Got any wandering view? That always reminds me of, oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer. Anyway, the view, if you've got it. Can I... Okay. undersides are somewhat sharp. Can't I like look at the gills? I wish I could, if with closer inspection I could actually look at more of the plant. Okay, so that is Wandering View. Book entry. Lady of Summer. The leaves curl around delightfully, which combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature make it a sought after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration. Okay. Wandering View. Okay, let's see if I I'll just go somewhere. Where should I? No. Let's leave that till I get. End day. Row H, the third river. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find. A book tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. Row H, third river. Do I keep that? Yes, I do. Okay. I think you keep everything. Alright, let's go there. Row H, the third river. H, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, a dead deer in the river. Yellowed bone protruding from the matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. A new plant. Okay. Does it look like soft and feathery to the touch? My fingers ache from handling this plant. Okay. Bring me a sample of Apis misses and be quick about it. The damn cat is setting off my allergies. Shouldn't have an animal in a shop like this. Burbage is a rich man who inherited a fortune but never experienced the love of his parents. He expects people to do his bidding and is quick to anger. There are many in Undermere who would be glad to see the back of him, but with his wealth comes power, and few would challenge him to his face. Okay. So... Oh, I think we don't know that one, do we? Apis misses. I guess that's a scientific name of something. There, candy root. Leaves can be an irritant. Oh, isn't it the one that I got? A plant with medicinal properties. My fingers ache. Soft and feathery. Okay. Let's try. No? Okay. Candy root. This one. Single flower that smells pleasant. I had another I thought might have been candy root. This one. The leaves are coarse to the touch. Just from the picture. Yes, okay. Meek dew. The beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets make this a sought-after decorative plant. Although it is difficult to care for, it may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. Hi Millie! Spielst echt super. Ja, ich habe voll viel Spaß gerade. Okay, add to book. Candy Root müssen wir hier. Da. Weil erstmal die ersten 5 Minuten war ich überfordert, aber ich glaube, jetzt habe ich's. Okay, was war das Neue nochmal? Hier, Meek Dew. Ich glaube, ist das nicht eine, die ich gefunden habe? Nein, das ist was anderes. Nee, okay, gut. Der nächste bitte. Ich wusste erstmal nicht, was meine Aufgabe ist, aber auch mit der Karte. Ich war so, huh? Lake Undermere is looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mail. Thank you. Ist recht, die ganzen Pflanzen zu erraten. Ja. There's an old slate mine at Heart Knot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp tunnels left by the trainways. I thought you might be interested. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay. Old slate mine at Heart Knot. Okay. Gehen wir mal dahin. Iron gate, rusted by years of abandonment, sits across the entrance to the tram tunnel. Rusted it may be, but it won't budge. Locked. Clavilium. Oh, ich weiß nicht, ob wir das haben. Ah, Clavilium. Heart-shaped leaves. Die sind heart-shaped. Kann man mal probieren. Yes! Clavilium. When burned, incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Light blue flowers like rounded tufts of gentle lamps will characterize this plant. Okay, warte, wo ist sie? Wo ist sie? Wo ist sie? Damit ich das nicht nochmal erraten muss hier. Clavilium. Drei Pflanzen. The gate swings open slowly, complaining loudly on its rusty hinges. After a short exploration of the tunnel, I am rewarded. New plants acquired. Yay, lauter Pilzchen. Leuchtende. Oh, ich glaube, wir hatten leuchtende Pilze irgendwo. Small amount of light. Es war irgendein... Hier, Bishop's Parasol. Bishop's Parasol. Nice, okay. Das kann ins Archiv. Nächste Person, bitte. I'm headed to Grisdale Forest investigating a possible murder there. Okay. I can't say I'm looking forward to it. The Sisterhood are a secretive lot and they're not keen to talk to me. Their leader, the Arda, or whatever they call her, she's dead. My instinct is they're hiding something. I was hoping you might have some Fox button that would help me win them over. Fuck, lass mich mal kurz Grisdale Forest. Lass mich mal selber dahin gehen. Okay. I am not welcome here. Ooh, Rising Dread. Okay. Ruben works with the police on murder cases. He is a kind, good-humored man, but beneath the mask he is deeply sad. His only child, a daughter, had seemed troubled for some time before running away from home several years ago. The victims, whose stories he tries to uncover, are all somebody's son, somebody's daughter. The search for answers drives him forward, piecing together the logic of life and death. Okay. Fox button. Thick, shiny leaves. Ich glaube, es ist die hier. Die hatte ich vorhin auch schon. Yes, okay. Brimlock. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a draught made using leaves from the brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. Zuerst hier Fox Button. Smooth, waxy leaves. Nein, die sind smooth. Nicht tough. I was able to make out the whispered voices last night with the help of the St. John's poppy. There's a medium using the room illegally, I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Is there a plant you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? I need my sleep. Harlequin blue. Okay. When the bushy blue flower heads die back, they release seeds with a downy pappus which assists in wind dispersal. Bushy blue. Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burned as incense. As they burn, they let out high-pitched shrieks, widely believed to be the spirits of dead souls trapped within the plant. Okay, Harlequin blue. Bushy blue flower heads. Blue flowers, light, airy scent. I guess it's these ones. Yes. Shimmerlung. The dried stem of the shimmerlung burns very bright and noisily, letting off a near-binding white-purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large, ridged leaves. Okay, so this is Harlequin blue. have heard the rumors that our Arda is dead. May Ardorina bring her spirit peace. The nature of her death is unusual. The sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you your entry to the forest. To be assured of your discretion, we require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy. Mary's breath. Mary's breath. Mary's breath. Wide, waxy leaves allow this plant to collect the large amount of water it requires. Wide, waxy leaves. They don't look like the same plant. That's the only one that has white waxy leaves, I guess. Ooh, no. Need to be more careful, that wasn't Mary's breath. Uh-oh. Shiver travels down my spine. My mind is broken. No! I think this fits. God. If you revive my mind is whole again. There's a hint button to the right of the shop screen. It might be helpful if you get stuck. Nö, ich brauche keine Hints. Day 2 Saturday. Fängt das wieder von vorne an? Nee, nicht wirklich. Ja. Ich habe meine Briefe, ich habe meine Pflanzen. Ach, okay, gut. Es fängt einfach da an. Mary's Breath. Okay. Was ist das hier? A letter, okay. Mary's breath, okay. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in the Grisdale forest, a mile from the lake shore across from Tover. Please help us. Yours in hope, the Sisterhood of Ardwin. Deep in Grisdale forest, a mile from the lake shore across from Tover. Es hat den Tag aber nicht komplett neu gestartet. Nur da, wo ich aufgehört hatte, bei der einen. Failed in our duty. In Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore across from Tover. Das heißt, ich nehme an, dass es nicht direkt hier ist, sondern hier. Also, try showing them the sister's letter, but they tell me I'm in the wrong place without offering any help. Okay. I'm this close to reporting, you half-wit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously. I have your little shop shut down and torn to the ground if you don't make this right. Okay. Beruhigen Sie sich. Wo ist es hier? Butterdale. Story, and the dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances. They are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. The cross-section of the stem shows a distinctive triple xylem and phlegm of the story. Hier ist ja scheinbar irgendjemand gefunden, das hieß Dangerous Plant. Dark red fruits. Ich sag einfach mal, das ist das. Und das Rot war das giftig. So. Muss eigentlich mal. Geh mal Lemon Dandy. Wenn es Medizin ist, machen wir es Purple. So. Das giftige Ding setzen wir hier in die Ecke. Ja, hier. Diese. Das hier hat auch rote Früchte. Small red berries, okay. Haben wir Candy Root. Da, das war auch Medicinal, glaube ich. Ja. Dann haben wir Forest Sleeping Draught würde ich sagen, ist auch medicinal. Mary's Breath ist was anderes. Das ist dann einfach gelb, sind alle die halt weder giftig sind noch eine andere Wirkung haben. Wandering View. Okay, da steht auch nicht, für was benutzt wird. Dann bleibt es erstmal gelb. So, St. John's Poppy. Bin ich blind? Wahrscheinlich schon. Ach da. Hearing Ability ist auch nicht heilend, würde ich jetzt mal behaupten. Harlequin Blue. Ja, auch Miscellaneous. Butterdale. Butterdale? Cure, okay. Haben wir noch Clefilium. Open any lock, das heißt, das ist auch Miscellaneous. Ich wünsche mich, ich hätte mehr Farben, um noch besser zu organisieren. Ja, Lemon Lady ist Dandy ist zum Heilen. Bishop's Parasol. Treatment for stomach pains, okay. Medicinal. Fox Button hat er, glaube ich, keinen. Ja. Miscellaneous. Piu. Jetzt habe ich das schön sortiert. Bis auf halt alle die ich jetzt noch nicht identifiziert habe. Okay, gut. Dann gehe ich nochmal zu den... Sisters tried to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. I am ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door along a corridor and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on the table, draped in silk, is the Arda. There is not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black, her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? Asks my escort. Renn. Long leaves. Black in the presence of certain poisons and can be used to detect them. Said to smell unpleasant. Okay, das ist auf jeden Fall unpleasant. Habe ich irgendeine andere Pflanze ohne Blüte? Ansonsten kann ich nur die benutzen, okay. Ja! Grey Sandfire. Sandfire has a tough outer bark which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. Okay. Label can be used to detect poison. poisons. Ren ist miscellaneous auch. Weil used to detect poison. Okay. Okay, I extract a sample of the artist's blood and introduce it to the wren, and my suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the wren turn black, which can only mean one thing: gilded dendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I am grateful for. Okay, interesting. New plants. Archive. And day. Okay. Oh, good. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rusland, south of Crinkle Crags. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. Okay. Hawkshead. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick. Lowick, west. West of Rusland. Rosalind. Da, das heißt da ab hier. South of Crinkle Creeks. Das heißt, ich bin hier schon richtig. Rusland und dann Lowick. Ja, genau hier. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing, a whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face. But only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger and am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. Neue Pflanzen! Yay! Aber immer keine Ahnung, was das hier ist. So, ich werde versuchen, nur ein paar zu identifizieren. Auf den ersten Blick glaube ich nicht, dass es eine ist, die ich habe. Es könnte die hier sein, weil im Winter macht die Blumen nur. Mal gucken. Spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities. Okay, ein Mushroom. A viscous white liquid can be seen oozing from its underside. 9. It smells rotten. 9. Gilded dendra. Ich glaube, die haben wir nicht. Noch nicht. Grey sandfire. Flame-like tendrils. Soll ich dem Medicinal geben, weil... Medicinal oder Miscellaneous? Ich mache lieber mal Miscellaneous, wenn man es für mehrere Sachen benutzen kann. Ja. Grey Sandfire. Okay. Lady of Summer. The leaves curl round. Single sweet smelling dog flower. Was könnte das sein? Er hat halt auch nicht genug Informationen. In einem normalen Buch wäre da viel mehr drin, ne? Leaves curl round delightfully. Ja, ich glaube schon, dass es die ist. Und die ist definitiv medicinal. Oh Gott, was ist denn los? Meekdew haben wir. So rock was pass unnoticed. Smells pleasant. Und die Thorns hier? Keine Ahnung, ist mir nicht genug Info. Shimmerling. The dried stem of the shimmerling burns very brightly and noisily. Flowers grow wrapped in large, rich leaves. Ich glaube, das ist das hier. Burns very brightly and noisily. Okay, Shimmerling. Miscellaneous. Shimmerling. Story and Wandering View. Nein! Oh mein Gott. Winter boar, also known as blue aloe or blue winter, after its cool blue gray flowers. Extreme cold. Turquoise flowers. Nope. Okay, ne. Es gibt 2, 3, die wir eventuell haben, aber ich traue mich nicht. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. Looking for plant. Lady of what's it? Something or other. I'm no green-eyed dreyer, that's for sure. My mind isn't all what it used to be. It's the one that's supposed to help with mental decline. The Lady of Summer. War das richtig? Yes. Fennett, chewing the tough root of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and anxieties. Oh mein Gott, wir haben irgendwas. Wir haben Fennett gekriegt, aber ich weiß nicht mehr, was es war. Warum habe ich es nicht sofort gelabelt? Oh mein Gott. Was, die hier? Komm schon. Long, soft leaves. So thin stems. Long, soft leaves. Das hier, die hier war es, glaube ich. Eases gastric distress and reduce anxiety. Ja gut, das ist definitiv medicinal. Hoffen wir mal, dass es wirklich Fennett ist. Haben wir ein Problem. They're saying the arter's been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust that sister, but it seemed to me the arter always looked out for the less fortunate. Was haben wir heute? The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Great Gable. After several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I am still some distance from the summit. I'm freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back down the mountain. Unless... Let's just try. Yes! Book entry. Sunset Mount Trap. The Sunset Mount... cap. Nicht trap. Mount cap is a type of fungus which with domed caps, sometimes called stinking mount cap as a result of its unpleasant odor. It is thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home and is often placed in doorways. It is mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten. Okay, wo sind meine Labels? Grimlock. I push on, no longer feeling the cold, and am presently rewarded. blue flowers with an orange center. Warte, hatte ich nicht gerade so... Winter boar. In extreme cold environments. Insect repellent. Let's say it's medicinal. Winter boar. Okay. The pills, sunset oozing from the underside. It smells rotten. Aber es ist domed. Das ist nicht domed. Du hier. Strongly of sour milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. Ich glaube, das hier ist Sunset Mount Cap. Sunset Mount Cap. Hello. This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Please take it. I want nothing more to do with it. A mushroom-like plant with red warts glowing out of it. Hab ich doch schon. Ist das gleiche? Nee. Steht mushroom-like. Okay. Hellebore, always a pleasure, my feline friend. I hope he hasn't been nibbling the plants again. I have a favor to ask. You owe me for the hours I spent digging out the information on those plants. I've been burning the midnight oil again and could use some common trowels, and I know where to find it. According to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Iceberg in the meantime. On red pike. Simone loves books and reading. She is also irritatingly organized and has begun the overwhelming task of rearranging the library at Ambleside. Her new system works, but it will take years to catalog every book, scroll, pamphlet, and diary. In the meantime, every day yields new discoveries, buried fragments of ancient knowledge resurfacing to the light like arrowheads to archaeologists. Okay. Red pike. Dark thoughts roll through my mind, and even the beauty of red pike cannot dissolve them. I don't think I'll hike up there today. Okay. Common trowels. Despite being described as common, the trowels can in fact be quite tricky to find. However, it is known to grow in an abundance on the slopes of red pike. Nobody knows why. Its leaves have been used for centuries as a balm against eye strain. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of a show every now and then. Let the punters know what I'm capable of, sort of thing. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little bugger called my bluff. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. Have you got any shimmerlung? Verona Green. Verona has been studying the occult and the mysterious for many years. It started as a hobby but gradually grew into an obsession. She haunts the boundary between truth and tale, seeking out the knowledge that others recoil from. She also brews a lovely cup of tea. Das ist typisch Hexe. Wir machen guten Tee. Shimmerlung. Das war die hier. Candlewood produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect, protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. Was hier? Let me see. Okay, Candlewood und das ist auch eine medizinische Pflanze. There is a beautiful plant that I've been looking for all over, but nobody seems to have any. Something. Monkborough? I'm not sure. I do know that you shouldn't touch the leaves, though. Shouldn't touch the leaves. Okay, dann haben wir sie doch, scheinbar. Weil ich kann ihn nicht wegschicken, deshalb nehme ich an. War falsch. Okay, das ist nicht Meek Dew. Oder Mellow Glow. Also sie hätte gerne Meek Dew. Da bin ich mir ziemlich sicher. Leaves. Stiff leaves. Sharp thorns. Habe ich irgendwas hier vielleicht falsch? Das ist auch nicht. Meek Dew. Was ist das hier eigentlich? Ich weiß noch immer nicht. Warte, ich guck mal auf der Karte. Kann ich immer irgendwas anfangen? Sounds like they want to meet you. Ja, super, habe ich auch herausgefunden. So weit bin ich auch. So, ich gehe mal auf eigene Faust irgendwo hin. Ich habe hier Glück und Fünfes. Run down the rock. Farmer's worry. Habe ich nicht. Leave. Ich glaube, die kommen nicht nach Pflanzenfragen, die ich nicht habe, aber ich kann halt jetzt auch nicht Trial and Error machen die ganze Zeit. Warte. Nee, das ist bestätigt. Okay, gut. Ich dachte gerade, das könnte auch drauf passen. Die habe ich schon benutzt und richtig benutzt. Forest Camphor habe ich auch schon richtig benutzt, ne? Ja. Das Einzige, was eben sein kann, ist, dass ich irgendwas falsch eingeordnet habe. St. John's Poppy, das ist die erste. Die habe ich auch definitiv richtig. Fennet bin ich mir nicht sicher, ob es richtig ist. Aber ich will jetzt auch nicht hier Explorer. Komm, gehen wir nochmal woanders hin. Komm, in irgendwelchen... Okay, more important things. Ich habe deine Pflanze aber nicht. Butterdale habe ich auch schon richtig, ne? Butterdale. wieder tot. Oh Gott. Es wird ja immer fieser, okay. Ich darf es eigentlich wirklich nicht drauf ankommen lassen. No, listen. Oh, yeah. Sorry if I'm shouting. I'm a little hard of hearing. Can supposedly help me hear better, but I've forgotten what it's called. Remember, it's bright red, though. Is this candlewood? All manner of afflictions of the mind. What is... Ah, St. John's Poppy ist es, glaube ich. Das ist die Poppy. Poppy, St. John's Poppy. Yep. Closed. Oh. A time passed, a year, and then another. The book remained hidden but out of sight. Out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. X marks the spot. Das passt sich bestimmt an irgendwas an. An einen Wald. Hier an die Küste vielleicht. Keine Ahnung. Behalten wir erstmal. Hello. The foxbot was no help, I'm afraid. The sister had still refused to speak openly with me. Not that I have the time to pursue it properly. I'm rushed off my feet this week. There's been a body found up at the Swinside Stone Circle, and apparently it's a grisly one. Don't suppose you've got anything to help keep my lunch down? My stomach's never coped too well with the grizzly ones. Witch fig. A plant that is said to have many uses, including easing the symptoms of infection, soaking up moisture, and detecting the presence of certain compounds. It is also well liked by butterflies. It has similar leaves to the fever kiss plant, which it is often confused with. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. The going is easier, the weather agreeable, and the views majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I'm after. Okay, oh Gott, was will der Name machen? Von der Pflanze. Mein Common Trouse was, ne? Red Pike, yep. As a balm against eye strain. Common Trouse. Ich muss es richtig schreiben, ansonsten werde ich es nicht wiedererkennen. So. Morning! Verona Green handed me this for you. She seemed in a good mood. I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on a recent trip to Grisdale Forest, just northeast of Roseland. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. I would have brought it back with me if the sisterhood had given me a moment alone, but they seem overly protective lately. Kind regards, Ilona Green. Northeast of Roseland. From the moment I step off the road, I can't shake the feeling I'm being watched. Suddenly I find my way blocked by 3 women wearing green cloaks and holding short elbows. Nobody may wander freely throughout the forest by order of the Arda, says the leader of the trio. I turn to walk back, but then again, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Do I though? Do I? Mellow glow. Most remarkable. Okay. Nope, das war die falsche. Hier ist noch eine mit Stacheln. Yes. Caballia, a rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace in the afterlife. Those who can afford it place wreaths made from it at the graves of their loved ones. Caballia flowers almost always contain 6 petals. Finding a 7-petal flower is considered to bring good fortune. Okay, das hier war Mellow Glow. Mellow Glow. With the help of the mellow glow, I walk right past the sisters without them paying me any heed. Chuckling to myself, I collect the plant that Verona talked about and take my leave. Okay. No idea. Es sieht halt sehr stark nach der aus. I'm afraid. The camphor you gave me is helping me sleep, but I'm very grateful for it, but the visions are as strong as ever. The woman in the jade mask appears in my dreams every night. She screams at me, but I do not know why, and behind her that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. I don't know what to do. The dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of color that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss, but I'm afraid. Worryless is an aptly named plant. Inhaling the smell of the flower is said to help ease symptoms of anxiety. Okay. Worryless. We don't come to Undermere often, but I heard about your shop and I said to Francis we simply must pay a visit. It's a wonderful breath of life in an otherwise dreary town. I'm the green-fingered one, and it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him the trip would do him good, and besides he'll be wanting to take a boat out on the lake. Shame about this awful weather, though. You must come to Size Earth. We have a small library with some books on plants that my grandfather acquired many years ago. I'm sure they will be of interest to a horticulturist such as yourself. Okay, Sizer. Invited to Sizer Castle. Lord and Lady Iceberg. I am greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elspeth herself. She's very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer as she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she explains, pointing out a plant that I do not recognize, but before I can stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next. And this one too, she says. I am quite exhausted by the time we make it to the library and don't have the time to make as thorough a study as I would like. Nevertheless, I am able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget these, Lady Elspeth cries as I make to leave. She thrusts the plants from the gardens into my hands and I thank her warmly. Fever Kiss. The red berries provide an energy boost that lasts several hours. The leaves are pale in color. Und zwei neue Pflänzchen. Das hier könnte Feverkiss sein. Ja, auf jeden Fall. Energy Boost. Ja, komm. Ist medicinal. Leaves seem to have a mind of their own. Small yellow berries. Okay. Mushroom. Red spores. Moves in the dark. That's all I've got. Any ideas? Yes, sir. This is a wandering view. They're saying Black Combe is haunted now. Bradley Miller told me he saw the ghost of a huge deer, antlers and all, but then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Awful what happened to that poor young man up at Swinside. I've come for some stinking mount cap. What's the black home? Okay. Henchuk. The fruit of the henchuk can have startling effects on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts, it has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it is ready to harvest. That thing here, turquoise in color. Fruit? Bulb? Blue-green turquoise. Okay, die ist giftig. Yeah, memory loss und solch. Ich würde das hier gerne rausfinden. Hier. Gentle sound of flowing water, the sunlight through shattered clouds. A reset. New plants acquired. Yes. Gehen wir noch nicht hierher. Soft, pale blue flowers. A rather unpleasant scent. Gucken wir mal, ob es eine ist, die wir haben. Ich glaube, das ist die hier. Ja, Clarity of Visions and Prophecies. Aguria. Dann gehört sie doch hier hin. Aguria. Was ist unsere nächste Karte? At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, was struck down by the typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. Abbey. Northwest, Egremont Castle. 3 miles to the east. 1, 2, 3. Besuche 20 Orte auf der Karte, nice. Ich bin so doof. Wisst ihr, was ich jetzt erst merke? Ich bin voll im Bild drin. Wo ich eigentlich gar nicht hingehöre. So, hier. Ist besser, glaube ich, ne? Ich bin so doof. Ich nehme mir immer vor zu gucken und dann gucke ich doch nicht. Ah, nee, das ist nicht das, was ich haben möchte. Da verstecke ich höchstens ein paar Pflänzchen. Das ist gar nicht so schlimm. Oh Gott. Sagt doch jemand was. A dead tree, its bark cracked and blackened by fire, stands alone on the hillside. Off to one side, a patch of flowers grows on a low mound. I must thank you. Last night, for the first time in weeks, my mind was calmed. I am no longer tormented by visions of the woman in the jade mask and that terrible monster. Now, I'm wondering if you have some worry list to keep my over-anxious thoughts at bay. Worryless, okay. Yes! Hop hard. Inhaling smoke from burning the dried leaves of this plant can provide pain relief. Firm leaves grow up the stems, leading to blue flowers. Ease symptoms of anxiety. Medicinal. So. Worryless. Blue flowers, da habe ich ein paar von. Stiff leaves. Firm leaves, okay. Könnte es sein. Smells like sweet rhubarb. Blue flowers. Pain relief. Okay. Hop hard. Hoffen wir mal, dass das stimmt. I met a strange man on the road to Iceberg not 2 days ago. Stranger still, he asked after you. He said he had something for you. Don't ask me what. So I told him where to find you, but he looked stricken when I mentioned Undermere. Said he doesn't come near towns at all if he can help it. He was headed west, at least I think he was. He said he was looking for the Winster Spring. I'll write this down for you. Anyway, that's my news. Did you manage to find the plant I wanted? Yep, let me just find it. There you go. A man wanted to meet you, headed west from Sedberg, possibly near to the source of the River Winster. Okay, Sedberg. Headed west. Near the source. River Winster. Yoda, hier ist die Frage. The hermit's camp is easy to find. Nestled between two boulders above the spring. The cooled remains of a fire ringed by stones is the only immediate sign that anyone was here. I call out, but there's no reply. The hermit is not here. A more thorough search of the campsite yields something interesting. Tucked off to one side, I discovered some broken pieces of wood arranged on the floor. 2 runter, 3 zur Seite. 2 runter, 3 zur Seite. Eins, zwei, 1, 2, 3. The camp at the Winster Spring has led me to another camp of sorts where I am greeted by an eccentric man. Oh, yes, yes, ho, 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 the man says. You must take this. Take it, take it. At his insistence, I received the looking glass that he thrusts into my hands. He places an envelope directly on top. Oh, it's no use to me anymore. Oh, no use. Don't forget the red. The red, the red, the red. Ho, ho. A Bonnie. I am sure that he is quite mad. Okay. Interesting looking glass. It is said that the red ebony plant has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or sacred. I have perfected a device designed to use extract from the plant in concert with a viewing window in order to permit the user to see magics otherwise invisible to the naked eye. Red ebony is what I need. Okay. Werde ich schon noch finden. I am not long for this world, and I have decided that I want to be buried in a grave decorated with a rare and beautiful Caballia, like a Dreyer huntsman with a Dranthium covered in tombs. Caballia, das war... Hier glaube ich. Ja. Book entry. Eyebright. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause a severe pain for several days after. A plant that only grows to the south in warmer climates, where they call it Lethe after a long-dead king, known to improve eyesight at night, even in the darkest places. Es sind brightly colored thorns, die sind nicht brightly colored. Oh, okay. Oh, das ist die in der Jademaske. Your reputation is growing, horticulturist. I hear you are the person to come to for plants that are difficult to acquire. My head, I feel like it's being torn in two lately. I am looking for some hop heart. Little is known about the mysterious woman in the jade mask. She's occasionally seen in Undermere, but people understandably avoid her cold demeanor. This plant has a... Ich red mir den Mund fusselig mit dem ganzen Vorlesen. This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that it is a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. The red patches that are often seen growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves and not part of the plant. This plant is a curse? Die hier, die. Copper Caledonian. Red Warts. Yep. Sagen wir mal, dass giftig ist, weil Curse. Copper Caledonian. Reuben Ward has called on my unique expertise to aid in his investigation at the Swinside Stone Circle. Unique expertise? He knows how to flatter an old woman when he wants something. I thought about telling him to suck an egg. Gave it a good long thought, actually, but my curiosity has got the better of me. He must be desperate if he's coming to me, and I'll bet they found something juicy down there. Signs of ritual sacrifice, maybe. I could do with some witch fog to take with me. Witch fig. Always comes in useful. What do I do if I don't have the plant for you? Because I don't know if I have witch fig. Like, there is nothing. There is nothing. Ich google das jetzt mal. Okay. Keine Ahnung. Guck mal danach. Which fig. Similar leads to the fever kiss plan, which is often confused with. Ah, wahrscheinlich das hier dann, ne? Okay. Jacob's worth. People tend to be drawn to the unusual flowers of the Jacob's worth, but it is the leaves that have the most interesting properties. It is said they will point the way towards any person you wish to locate and have been used successfully to find many a lost wanderer out on the fells. Symptoms of infection. Which fig? Und ich tue schon wieder. I never see anybody in your shop. It's a daily surprise to me that you're still in business. Believe me, I wouldn't be in here if I didn't have to be, especially with that damn cat still here. I need some bishop's parasol for work-related matter. Nein, das ist nicht Bischofs Parasol. Okay. Upsi. A milky fluid. Okay. Oopsie. Royal Gentian, sometimes called Everhard. The pink flowers of the Royal Gentian are made up of two large kidney-shaped petals. One of the few known ways to release the bind of swift snare is to apply a paste created from the sap. Okay. Dann ist das hier. Bishops. Parasol. Okay. Und ich glaube, das Pink Flower ist einfach nur Dankeschön. Sehe ich auch selber. Royal Gentia. Ich nehme, das ist die. Gehen wir nochmal random irgendwo hin, weil wir wegkommen. I see a pit full of skulls, some deer, foxpatcher and some human. I wish I had not gone. Okay. Oh, oh, nein, ich bin am Ende vom fucking Tag. Not long after the girl left home, her father wept, but he was so caught up in his own grief that he let her go and did not look for her. Ist das die Tochter von dem Ruben? Old man of Coniston looks out. Old man of Coniston. Gently southwest towards the fork. Heaven opens up as I reach the fork. I take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water on water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home. I am not empty-handed. 2 new plants today. Light purple flowers, the smell is alluring. Dark purple flowers. The insects make the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away and not much grows there, but I know where to find an unusual plant. I have drawn you up a map in case you decide it's worth your time. Hätte ich nur zugehört, wo das ist. Das Meer. The air is thick with flying, biting insects, an unbearable plague. I fight against it for mere moments before I am overwhelmed. If only I had some blue winter to keep them at bay. Winter boar, winter boar, winter boar. Geranthium. A plant with powerful abilities. Those who inhale smoke from burning its long, sharp leaves elevate their awareness to levels otherwise unachievable. Some know Geranthium as green eye, a name derived from the telltale sign of overdose, where even the whites of the eyes take on a green tint. The blue winter saves my skin, but the swirling mass of insects is so thick in places that it's hard to see. At length, I came across what I came for and hurry away. Those thorns look menacing. I'm staying well clear of them. Das könnte hier Dingens. Yeah, Eyebright. Touch its brightly colored thorns. No. South in warmer climates. Okay. Nein, dann ist es die nicht. Nope, das ist die falsche. Thank you for your help and discretion earlier. The sisterhood is grateful, but the news that the Arda was poisoned with gilded dendra has everyone worried. The temporary acting Arda is panicking. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing. A runaway called Thea that we took in a few years ago. We're trying to find her, and Sister Charlotte remembered that the Jacobsworth plant is said to help locate people. Jacobsworth. Leaves seem to have a mind of their own. Solomon's Scepter, also known alarmingly as Hell's Gate and sometimes Solomon's Scorn. The flowers of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Many sweet-smelling flowers grow along the stem. Was ist denn heute los? Wie ist das? Solomon's Scepter. Ich glaube, das ist es. Commonly used in witchcraft. Ich muss nochmal neu organisieren. Wie viel kann ich rein tun? Gott, ich kann einfach alle... Nein, das sieht aber nicht mehr hübsch aus. Noch eine raus, okay. It's my wife's birthday and I wanted to get her something special. There was a plant that she used to love as a child, but she hasn't been able to find any in years. It's sort of bulb-like and has a strong smell to it, but strong in a good way. And oh, the flower is more like lots of little flowers. We've had our eye on you for some time now. Join us. Praise the Dendru. A man who claims to represent the group known as the Seeds of Redemption. He grew up in nearby Gosforth, but it is rumored that he spent some time living in Rival Cave. It is not clear what happened in the intervening years, but by the time he came to Undermere, he had dedicated his life to the one he calls the Woken Dendru. The cultist. I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. Poppy flower outside of the Sackgill Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us, praise the Dendru. Okay. Choices. Hold on. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. Sad church before Friday. And how to find this? This must be the place. I have returned from Swinside. I must admit, I was hoping for more to go on, but there were certainly signs of a ritual having been performed at the stone circle. And the poor victim, well, the less said about him, the better. Reuben had it rough, though, grisly. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I'd like to run some tests on a sample of the gilded dendra. Das ist doch diese Gift, ich hab die? Ich hab die? Okay, wait a minute. Maiden's Sorrow. Rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between its fingers and thumbs set to help prevent the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. The flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along its stem that are thought to lend its name. Maiden's Sorrow, das könnte die Pinke da sein. In die Giftecke mit dir. Gilded dendra. Maidens irgendwas, ne? Ja, Maidens Sorrow. My aunt died 2 weeks ago and I inherited her house. I've been sifting through her possessions and last night I found something unusual. In a forgotten corner of the attic I found a coffin. More unusual still, it was bound by strong vines. So strong that I cannot cut through them. I immediately thought of your shop. You know about plants, right? Elderfinium. The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendros miasma, a deadly poison that causes the blood to slowly turn black, eventually resulting in painful death. It has an intoxicating scent similar to that of Solomon's scepter. Unpleasant. Intoxicating. This has a sweet scent. Smells like sweet. Es könnten beide sein. Smell is alluring. Es steht natürlich nicht, was der Scent ist. Ja, aber die haben alle keine so Dinger. Wenn nicht das eine von denen ist. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. South of the tallest but one, it grows in peace in the midday sun. Das heißt der zweitgrößte. I guess. The forest here is lush and vibrant, the bird song feels enchanting like the call of sirens. Nestled in the undergrowth under the shade of a birch tree, a plant grows. Oh, was bist du denn für ein Ding? Hallo. A large blue flower with an odd protrusion. Okay. Interesting. I was able to strip away the swift snare's vines and lift the lid, with more than a little trepidation, I'll admit. To my relief, but also disappointment, the coffin contained nothing but dust. At least that's what I thought at first, but when I looked closer, I discovered a golden amulet embedded in the grey ash. On the back of the amulet is an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter I awake." Solomon's scepter, that's a plant, right? Long veracant, sometimes called witch's remedy, the long veracant is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. Also, was hab ich? Doch, die könnte es sein. Let me... Believed to lift curses is medicinal. Long veracant. Oh, post. I heard a shepherd got killed by some wild beasts up near the Swinside stone circle. They say it slaughtered half his flock as well. People around here don't seem too bothered, but it's got them panicked down Foxfield Way. Kentmere Eye. Okay. I descended into a pleasant valley where the village of Kentmere is situated. On my way I passed the Brockstone or Badger Rock, which has always been popular with local children who challenge each other to scramble up its craggy sides. I made a beeline to the village church St. Cuthbert's, which is sheltered by an ancient yew tree. There are many plants to admire amongst the headstones and tombs, but sadly, nothing extraordinary for me to find today. Okay, Kentmere Eye ist irgendwas, was ein bisschen mehr special ist, okay. Well, this is getting interesting. I was able to confirm that it was indeed gilded dendra that was used at the Swinside ritual site. That's a worrying sign. It's the plant that is used in several of the darker incantations. And it can't be a coincidence that the very same plant was used to poison the Ardau. There must be a connection between this other murder and the sisterhood. I need some mental clarity to think it through some more. Some maiden sorrow would help a lot. Red ebony. This plant is said to uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. The red ebony is extremely rare and not well studied. Blood has been spilled over this plant, which is where the red part of the name is believed to come from, since, confusingly, the large black flower is in fact blue. Das Tier. Red ebony. Red ebony. Listen. delphinium grows here. The Great Oak. Tomb of the Hunter. Whoever wrote on my map has been very helpful. I would never have thought to come out to this desolate place in search of plant life, but a quick search yields exciting results. Antidote to dangerous miasma. Okay. Definitiv Medizin. Ja, das ist richtig. Ich will die anderen Sachen auch holen. Great Oak. A huge tree stands before me, impossible tall and wide, bigger than I could ever have imagined any living thing might be. Its upper branches graze the sky. Okay. Das hat jetzt erstmal noch keine Bedeutung. It works. Ich muss jetzt alle Notizen wieder rausholen. Okay, da ist noch etwas dran. The memorial bears the name Suave Prior. It stirs a memory. He was one of the rare. Theirs is a lonely life at the mercy of a dangerous addiction. They build a tolerance to the Dranthium sap in childhood that they might benefit from its potent effects, but they will die if they stop taking it. An unusual plant grows sparsely around his memorial. Thin leaves with surprisingly sharp edges. Okay. Very interesting. Das hier leuchtet, aber ansonsten weiß ich gerade auch nicht. Katze? It looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Black Cone. Verona noticed something at the Swinside side that's had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Can't think of anywhere else around there where you'd get slate from. That and Bradley Miller keeps insisting that he saw something of a Black Cone. But then again, Bradley Miller just claimed that Ferry stole his wheelbarrow. If I'm going to spend a night out in the hills, I want to take some Eyebright with me. I wouldn't want anyone sneaking up on me in the dark. Okay. Okay. Wild coal. The purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of a hair of the dog mentality as a tonic for those suffering the effects of having drunk too much the night before. There are some who consider wild coal a sacred plant, perhaps owing to its rarity, and claim that it's bad luck to pick berries from it. Does it ever stop raining in Undermere? You have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. I need some grey sandfire. Nobody around here seems to even know what I'm talking about, but I hope I'm in the right place now. Let me first... Kentmere Eye. Embersoul. Embersoul is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produces flowers with many petals. Was hier? Habe ich das nicht fertig gelesen? Watch out for the leaves as they razor sharp. Hab ich, glaube ich, nicht. Nee, sieht nicht so aus. First she felt 3, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually she made her way to Grisedale Forest. Das ist bestimmt, ist es die Runaway. Hier, Thea, glaube ich, hieß die. Lowick to Ilgil Head. Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. Ilgin Head, Lowick. Ist hier in der Mitte Ilgil Head to Lowick. Oh Gott, ich brauch. Hä? Wie soll ich denn das machen? Ich hab nichts, was schief ist, was ich drauflegen kann. Hi Chopin, how are you? Yes, I see you. Like, I would have to do lines, but I can't do any lines on the map, can I? I'm good, how are you? Foxfield to Crinkle Crags and Lowick. It's somewhere here in the mountain. More important things I could be doing back at the shop. Yeah, but like you might get an address. I blame you for getting some stuff here. It's not a dress, it's a shirt, but thank you anyway. You are wise to pledge your support to the seeds of redemption. Together we are stronger. Oh, did I make a mistake? Now that the Dendru has awoken, the redemption is upon us. It is a glorious time. Our deeds will be remembered for 1,000 years. Those of us that have put our faith in the woken Dendru will be saved, but we must act swiftly. We'll be in touch soon. Praise the Dendru. Okay. Okay. Goodbye. Let's water some plants to get more will to explore. Alright, so it's not... It's gotta be... Could be this one. Nothing here. Ah! My mind is clouded, dark. I see it and it sees me. All of me. Elder Finium is the answer. It must be. I will not forget those who helped me, horticulturist. Oh, so she's poisoned. Okay. Larkshine. Larkshine is a plant with a powerful defense mechanism. It releases stinging barbs triggered by a light touch. The pain is said to be unbearable and can last for several days. Sometimes confusingly called kidney flower. This is thought to be a reference to the kidney-shaped seeds held within the spiny pods that grow on this plant. Don't think I have any of those. Nope. Okay. Why did I come here? Because I'm searching for something. My mom was into horticulture. I found this among her things. Golden light, that's a plant, right? I'm not sure what long Meg could mean though. Is that another plant? Anyway, I thought you should have it, just in case it's any help. Golden light, start at long Meg. Okay. Golden light. I found it. Finally. The magpie sees me before I see it. I do not know how long it has been watching me, but I can tell that it is interested in my movements. A strange sensation creeps over me and I feel an urge to leave this place, but not before collecting a plant for further study, one for sorrow. Turning to leave, I see another magpie and another plant I've never seen before, two for joy. New plants, new plants, new plants, new plants, new plants. Purple flowers with a gentle scent. Which one was this one? Flowers have a delicate scent, purple turning to pink at the ends. Okay. Lot of purple flowers. Golden light. Start at long Meg. Long Meg. Help me. The amulet. I can't remove it and it's drawing the life from me. No, it's the wrong one. Okay. No pickup lines. No. It was still a pickup line. I don't care if they're good. I can feel it working, thank you. Yeah. The uses of cautery are not widely known. Some say it has applications in dark magic, but this author has found neither substance nor specifics to back up those claims. Those who worship the huntress Arduiana place the flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. It grows from a thin stem with small leaves. Isn't that the flower I found at the grave? But I don't remember. Okay. I wish it would also still tell me where I found them, because I cannot keep track of where I found all of those flowers. Those leaves are not small though. I also don't think those can count as small. I hope you keep respecting them. Long Meg. River. Is that a river maybe? There's nothing in the Tomb of the Hunter. Great Oak, Long Meg has nothing to do. Lake Undermere. The Sassy streams are going alright. Creek. River Kent. River Loon. River Spring. I have no idea. Shudder at the thought of what happened here. If these stones could tell us what they saw, a chill comes over me and I realize that I do not want to linger. That's what I thought. Amos, hi. It's good to see you, my friend. I got letters from him. I've been on the road so long I started to wonder if you were still on the other end of the letters I've been sending. I'm back in town for a few days though, and I wanted to give you these before I forgot. I found them in the pocket of an overcoat that belonged to your uncle. I almost threw them away, but I thought the symbols on them might mean something to you. This! I've been waiting to finally figure that puzzle out. Oh my god. They... Oh, okay. Okay, I see. They fit together. Somehow. That was a better fit. Yes. Yes, so it's this one, this one, this one. Yes! Oh my god. This can go to the archive. Another puzzle solved. Devil's Nightcap. This plant is known colloquially as a corpse friend. If ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow out of the body once deceased. It has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poisons. Did that not grow out of the deer corpse? I found something that grew out of a deer corpse, but I don't remember which plant that was. Goes forth, okay. Robert Barrow's Medicinal Herbology, Blackhall Road, Candle. Okay. Oh. A briar's disc, often called a smuggler's disc, is a simple device that can be used to send coded messages. The location of cached cargo, for example. The principle is cunningly straightforward, but the code is undecipherable to prying eyes. Both parties must be in possession of a disc of identical size with the same symbols etched around its edge and a map. To encode a location, you would then place the disc over some named point on the map nearby and denote whichever symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but if you can use this method to reach any other point on the map as required. Okay. So that is what's done with what's the thing with this disc. Thimble Huff. The Trimble Huff is traditionally used as decoration at weddings, as it is thought to strengthen relationships. A cross-section of the small cup-like flowers. They generally point downwards to avoid filling with water and to allow easy access to pollinating insects. Let's go here first. Blackhall Road Candle. I find the medicinal herbology shop of Blackhall Road. I know you, says the man behind the counter. Robert Barrow, presumably. You're the owner of Strange Horticulture. 2 hours later, after a lengthy and engaging discussion covering a variety of botanical subjects, we decide on a trade. It turns out Robert is a collector of unusual fungi, and I have just a thing for him. 3 plants! Oh my god, not again. So many! What do I do with all of these? Oh my god. Ah! Those are interesting ones though, again. Alright, let's look at them. Purple flowers, long leaves. There's a distinctive smell that reminds me of old books. Musty. An overpowering, sickly sweet scent. Okay. So that is done. This. Oh, Kentmere Eye. I know what to do. Kentmere. And then where the eye points. Okay, that was the wrong one. Gonna find it though. Simone, hi. I have no idea what any of this means, but it seemed like something you might find interesting. I found it while clearing out the nook of the East Wing. By the way, did I not... There, I did not read that. Amos is well acquainted with strange horticulture and enjoys drawing the plants within. He spends most of his time outdoors, where he occasionally comes across unusual looking plants in untrodden places. He collects sketches in his field book, but not the plants themselves, preferring to leave that to others with more expert knowledge. Thank you. Baylock's elixir, made from the crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants. Baylock's elixir is a potent aid to memory, allowing those who drink it to ensure that they retain important information that they will never forget. Care must be taken after drinking, however, to avoid the fate of Grey Gale, who slowly lost her mind after taking Baylock's and staring at a blank wall for 12 hours. Okay. These 3 flowers. Kentmere, I follow the bearing of the eye and end up in a small forest north of Kendal. The woods are thick with briar and brambles, but amongst the tangled undergrowth a type of flower is flourishing. Thin leaves and small purple-red berries. Oh, wait, purple berries? I know that. Purple berries. What was it again? While cold, the purple berries are recommended by the physicians. Purple berries. Okay. So they are a hangover cure, basically. Okay. That's medicine in my eyes. Wild coal. You still there, Chopin? Alright, Gosforth. Let's go to Gosforth. I should not have come here. A darkness hangs over this town. I feel a rising dread in my chest. No, I'm gonna die again. It's the keys again. Oh no. A young woman alone in the world, she was taken in by the sisterhood and given a home. It was a chance for redemption, a new start. In Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching the starry skies. One think following the modern railway line into Tibet that this prosperous village was once home to a notorious prophetess. Mary Baines, a local witch, haunted the locals with the tales about the end of the world. Although such prognostications may seem quaint nowadays, a grave in the churchyard is still avoided by all the village and nothing grows there. Okay. Do I have a moon. Maybe it's the moon that it wants me to seek out. Starry skies. So it's a pentagram. Don't know what else it could be. There's also a moon on here. Hi Simone. Long Meg? Sorry, I've not heard of it, but I'll keep an eye out for you in the library. As long as you can get me some fever kiss, that is. Too many late nights at the library are taking their toll. Mountain estuary promotes an aura of confidence and persuasiveness. The large cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. Oh, that's the yellow thingy here. This one, right? Old books, musty. What was it? Mountain estuary there. Large cup-like flowers, stale, damp smell. Aura of confidence and persuasiveness. Okay. You go to miscellaneous. Okay, no, I don't have it. At least I don't think so. Starry skies, okay. But there's nothing there, is there? It's like I can't even go there. Go here. Why did I come here? Okay. There's talk around town of a woman who wears a green mask made of jade. There are all sorts of oddballs in Undermere, but that's certainly unusual. Backfoot candle. That's clear. Backfoot. Backfoot. There we go. Candle. The candle leads me east of Wastwater. To the north, the mighty Scaffold Pike grazes the sky, the tallest peak in England. The challenge beckons to me, perhaps another time. Why are you over here? You're supposed to be here with the medicinal plants. Ooh, that's the thimble thingy, right? Is it not? I'm wary of those. I'm weary of those spines. Yeah. That's the thing. No, it's not the thimble half. What am I saying? There we go. Blackshine. Well, let's put it to poisonous. Why does it keep rearranging my plants? Who keeps rearranging my plants? That's not okay. Blackshine. Okay. Oops. I've been talking to people around town, trying to learn as much as I can about this beast that is rumored to have been seen in these parts. In the old world, they called this thing the Servant, but the people here seem to have forgotten that name. Except the group calling themselves the Seeds of Redemption. They are something I did not expect, and they have made it clear that they want me to stay away from the Servant. They seem to worship it, but I'm getting distracted. My Dranthium supplies are low. I need more. Dranthium. Palliance. Most plants offer a small improvement to air quality, but palliance is in a class of its own, sometimes called sweet breath thanks to the freshness of the air in its vicinity. The many short leaves of this plant are thought to help filter toxins from the surrounding air. Yep, but you go to the miscellaneous plants. Lanthium. A noble elder stood silently watching the starry skies. An elder. Starry skies. The thing is, starry skies are everywhere, so I don't know if it's not that one, which it doesn't seem to be. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out a little bit later. Hey Ruben! I crept around Blackcomb 2 nights ago in the pitch black. That eyebright is some potent stuff. I could see clear as day. Up on the fell I found a shallow pit full of skulls. Some deer, fox, badger, and some human. There was an eerie silence about the place and every part of me was screaming to get out of there. Back down on the flat, I heard a terrible noise like an axe maker's whetstone, but unmistakably animal. High on the ridgeline, I saw a cowled woman wearing a jade mask watching me, and beside her, something dark, inhuman, and bloody huge. I don't mind admitting that I'm out of my depth on this one. I'll need to speak to Verona again. While I'm here, I'll grab some wild coal for my pounding head. Norwood. A bite of the crunchy root of this plant has the effect of a cold bucket of water thrown over the face, an unpleasant sensation accompanied by sharp focus. It is claimed that Norwood releases spores that are invisible to the naked eye, showing up only under unnatural light. Hi! Ich dich auch. Ich bin gleich fertig mit dem Stream. My son is very sick. Someone told me about a mushroom that produces a thick, milky liquid that will help relieve his stomach pains. I'm willing to try anything. Was one of my mushrooms? Wait. I think it's this one. Yes. Reuben, he looks a little worse for wear this morning. He took it hard when his wife died and never did quite give up the drink. Yeah. I think I know what ritual was performed at the stone circle. It all adds up. It was a summoning spell. Someone called to something across the void and tried to bring it here. And with the state of that body all torn to shreds, I'd say they succeeded. And then the gilded dendra that really got me thinking. I found this in Dr. Worthing's bestiary. A little light reading for you. I'm headed to Grisdale Forest again. The sisterhood will know more. Okay. I'm saying the daughter of Reuben is the one the story is about with the book. So she goes to this, it's Thea, the one that ran away. And because Thea probably found this thing in the book, this ritual, and then she went to do this ritual and summon something. And because Reuben saw the woman with the jade mask watching him with something next to her, the woman in the jade mask is Reuben's daughter, Thea. And maybe the monster is also the dendroid or whatever they call it. That's my theory. Yeah, the woken dendro. There we go. It has many names. Some call it the woken dendro, believing it to be related in some way to the deadly gilded dendra plant. Others call it the night stalker, the miasma, or the dread. But the most common name for it in the shires is the servant. You'll have heard of it in children's songs such as Keep the Fire Burning and Servant and Master, and there are hints of it in the older stories, but nobody alive has seen it in the flesh. It is said that the dead ground northeast of Tibet, where nothing but black digitatus mortis grows, was caused when the servant last walked our lands hundreds of years ago. Northeast of Tibet. Northeast. The wide area of blackened ground here is known to the locals as Dead Man's Field. Dark mushrooms protrude from the soil like fingers reaching out from a grave. Okay, wait, what are they called? What are they called again? Black digitatus mortis. Well, I don't know what kind it is because I don't think... Mortis. Okay, still this. In Tibet, a noble elder. I think it's a scientific name. Okay, we don't have it in the book yet. Skies is up, so this, nothing here. Maybe 2 up? I don't know. Because there's really nothing. Okay. To pay starry skies. Inesivs. No, okay. It's not that. It's just empty. Every day she attentively followed the teachings of the Arda. Every day she patiently performed the tasks given to her. Every day thoughts of the book itched away at the back of her mind. It's just empty. Is it empty until I get the next one? Or is it just gotta be an empty card? Oh, wait. I have this. Yes. Okay. Let me... Can I save? Oh, I guess it's saved automatically. Okay, then. I hope you had fun watching. I had a lot of fun playing. It's a really good game. I really need to finish this. I wish you all a wonderful rest of your day and a good night. And we'll see each other next time. Goodbye.